fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Galu. The orange blood on my tongue. Thinking this is warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour another plate to you Decepticons. Fake rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they can throw they like. Up in the storage and I'm E-Man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. Hot in my ride. You can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me. Cause I'm a guy ball. Bad attitude like a rocket. My whole to the A. And I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Kid, I'm just trying to get in.
What is going on, everybody? This your man Drake Mack coming to you again with another episode of the Drake Mack Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're from the West Coast. Get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm, and this is going to be the recap of Daredevil: Born Again, episode 3. Since I didn't do 1 and 2 because of the situation, we are going to start this particular recap with episode 3. And I'm not gonna lie, this is what I was expecting this show to be. Today, really, this episode 3, I don't want episode 3 to be the height though. But episode 3 left me. I'm talking about, it's already, to me, I already kind of enjoyed episode 1 and 2. I know people was complaining about, CGI Daredevil, and people's like, well, it's not enough Daredevil. What? You still got to have time with Matt Murdock. It's the same way with Bruce Wayne and Batman. You got to spend some time with Bruce Wayne. You just can't be Batman all the time. It doesn't make sense. You got to be able to build certain things. And this is what I expected She-Hulk's attorney. We were talking about attorneys and all of that in an attorney show. This is what I was expecting. There's a lot of setup that's coming along with this. And I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm enjoying these first 3 episodes. And I'm very surprised that this is coming from Disney. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Brad Winderbaum and the crew, the writers. I mean, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and Daredevil. I'm just saying, I wasn't because we even had some lows with Disney, with Marvel. I wasn't expecting. Now you got you getting you. When I'm trying to run, they keep ringing me back in, and I'm trying to leave. But well, hopefully you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan React Show. But you already know how it is. You know how I get down. The real question is, all right. Let me see who's all up in here. Marley Mar, what's good with you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And yeah, the writing was amazing. Good morning, Junior Network. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Roberta, the church I take up in here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tina, aka Minty Guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, it's Wednesday, Friends Day, so don't forget to hug your friend today. Blue Sky, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Rashad Walker's up in the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tracy Wood, good morning, good morning, good morning. Eric Shaw is up here. Good morning, good morning. Xavier Phoenix is up here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, what I said earlier, I was not exactly sure how Daredevil was going to turn out. Not even going to hold you. Wasn't sure how Daredevil was going to turn out. And what I'm getting so far as character development from, Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock, he is now definitively, what I would like in a Matt Murdock during the day and a Daredevil at night. He's definitive. As far as this is the way the character needs to be portrayed. For one, we always talk about these shows and, we always like, okay, he's a lawyer, but the main thing you want to do is see him beat up folks. Just like kind of like it's the same thing with Batman. We didn't get enough Batman doing Batman detective work. You know what I mean? We always got a Bruce Wayne, but we never got the Batman doing the Batman thing, to me. And now we're getting Batman doing Batman stuff. You know what I mean? And people were still complaining about it. We're getting, Matt Murdock doing Matt Murdock stuff. Because you just can't have him beating up people every day. And then you will really compare him to Batman, the Batman. But when you have, Matt Murdock actually being a lawyer in a show, this is what I was pissed off about She-Hulk. Because they didn't take the lawyer stuff seriously. It was just kind of all over the place and stuff like that. And it never came off as like, I need to take any of this seriously. Any of it. Like, any of it. And then you have the nerves to put the complaining in it, but there's still not enough in here that makes me care, even though you have a fantastic actress on there. And I understand that there's satire with She-Hulk in a Deadpool-esque fashion, but you have to write it in a way for me to, like, I give you a prime example. Go back, if you really go back and watch Deadpool 1, it's still the best, one of the best superhero films, just the way that they wrote it. They didn't make him just so wacky. When he caught cancer, he wasn't being wacky and silly and cracking jokes a la Thor Love and Thunder. It was in a way where you still understood the character's motivation, his heart, everything. So when we got to the wacky, it was breaking up the monotony of the serious tone of the movie. Or, you know what I mean? The serious tone of the character. You start dealing with cancer and all of that, man. Those are things that I know 60%, I could just say, even because I probably know it's higher than that, but 60% of the audience that's watching that right now could relate to someone having cancer. You know what I'm saying? And what that goes through and the levels that you will push through and all of that stuff. That is character development 101. That's the main thing that you want to see when you're seeing characters. You want them to be humanized and, it still be funny when it needs to be funny. That's why I love Deadpool 1 is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies of all time. You know what I mean? Because of that. And what I've seen just so far, yes, Tina, you're the only one. I it's not bad. It's just not great whatsoever. It just got too many silly moments. Too much silliness for me. Um, but what I've seen in here is they're really pushing the aspect of the court drama. And yes, I understand that She-Hulk was supposed to be in the vein of Ally McBeal, but you gotta write it as great as Ally McBeal. Because one thing about Ally McBeal, it was written excellently. And that wasn't. That was hot garbage. There was trash can juice. When the maggots started jumping around in the juice, that's what that was. Sorry. Any She-Hulk fans, I hate but uh uh it's almost in a vein of cringeworthy is the way that they did it. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. And I'm not gonna apologize for me, not liking it ever. Ever will I apologize for that show. Ever. But we didn't come here for She-Hulk. We came here for Daredevil, Born Again, episode 3 recap. When I tell you that honestly, I'm talking about mouth drop moments, and I had to stay off of social media, um, because people was ruining the show. A la Tina ruining. I'm going on X to see who has been signed in the NFL, and Tina's over here ruining the show. Thanks, Tina. So I hurried up and clicked on. I didn't see that. I'm just joking. I love Tina. It's my girl. But I was so glad that I got an opportunity to watch it. And then I gave it a chance. I wasn't, of course, I'm gonna cover things with you guys. Honestly wish I would have covered Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is the thing about how bad Disney got for me and just the things of the way that they were moving. I wish I would have recapped Neighborhood Spider-Man because that was amazing. That was awesome. Not even gonna hold you, it was awesome. And I'm glad I'm jumping on board on this one. I've started on episode 3. So if you're watching this for the first time, thank you so very much for coming in. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, in everything. Because again, this I this is shocked me. This is shocked me. And Brad Winnebaum, like I said, he's doing something I wasn't expecting, from Marvel. Shock value for one. Complete shock value. 2, good writing. Excellent writing. Number 3, the pacing is great. And it's woke. Where Tyrone Magnus at? Because this is wokey woke. You know what I mean? Super woke. And I'm loving every minute of. All right. So if you ever watched any of my recaps, I go and skip through these things while recapping it in my own unique, funny way. And sometimes I got to be serious, but it's in my own way. I do not play a scene no longer than about 5 seconds because I don't want Disney to come and arrest me and put me in handcuffs. And then I'll be getting represented by Matt Murdock because ain't none of y'all trying to get me out of jail. So that's the way that I do it. If I mess up on some names or anything, forgive me. Sometimes it happens like that. It happens like that. Give me a second. Let me make sure that I am pulling up this episode in the characters that was in this episode. the White Tiger. Man. All right, give me just a second. Let me just make sure that I just want to make sure that I'm getting the characters' names and stuff right. All right, let's go ahead and start. All right, so I bet Tyrone won't complain about it being woke though because it's Daredevil. When I tell you, Rashad, that this is super woke. If you know what you're looking for, especially the reveal, which was revealed in last episode. And if you haven't watched this, please come back. We'll watch it. Come back and watch this later. If you haven't watched it, come back and watch this later. But yeah, it's everything Spider-Man should be covered. Eric Shaw, I wasn't. I hold up. I got the perfect theme for this because this is how I felt.
Perhaps I treated you too harsh.
That's how I felt about what Disney Plus was doing. Maybe I treated you too harshly. Anyway, so if you know anything about, and this was shown in the last episode, if you watched Daredevil Born Again, episode 1 and 2 that dropped on Tuesday, there is this thing with the blue, and we all know this, the blue line when it comes to cops. You know, blue lives matter. The blue line in the American flag. That is something that, you know, cops, when they want to, and it trust me, I understand the culture. No different than Blood and Crippin', no different than Republicans and Democrats. Anytime that you want to choose a side, you're going to roll with that side. So that blue line, I wasn't mad at them about that. They chose a side. They letting you know what's up. Like, seriously, they're letting you know what's up. No matter if we have a roll cop or not, this is what we going to stand on. We going to stand with the cops. Can I be mad at that? Nope, I can't. Because there's certain people that we stand up in our neighborhood knowing these people in the neighborhood are crooks. They rob and steal and do all kinds of things in the neighborhood. We stand with them. So why shouldn't the cops stand with their blue line? Like, if you look at it logically, I'm not mad. Is it right? That's up to interpretation, which your interpretation of right and wrong is. If you're going to allow cops that's supposed to be upholding the law to do certain things and you not saying nothing, and you want to stand behind that blue line, well, you chose your side. No difference there. If I'm in my neighborhood and I know that Juju Nim is up there selling dope, but I'm protecting them in the neighborhood for whatever rhyme or reason, we still know what they're doing wrong, but I'm protecting them. Are we any different? So if you look at it in a logical standpoint, that's exactly what they're putting in here. We don't care if we whooping on folks. We gonna stand on business because cops is gonna watch cops. That's what they standing on, right? And that's what this episode was actually trying to tell you in a particular way. Two cops was wrong. They were beating on a person. White Tiger went over there to save him. Recap for episode 2, you know, and bam, that's exactly what happened. You see what I mean? So, you know, White Tiger came over there in sometimes this is the price that you pay when you're trying to do the right thing, when wrong is happening. You know what I mean? Are you willing? And like I said, this is woke. If you want to put it to your definition of Tyrone Magnus is woke, this is stuff that happens every day. But won't nobody call this out though? Nobody won't say that this is woke. When we see this on television a lot, as far as the local news, if you have an incident where a cop, you know what I'm saying, is in an incident, a person gets murdered, they're going to stand with the cops. The media is going to stand with the cops until they're proven otherwise, unless politically they're trying to make a point, which we've seen this with the left and the right. There's no difference. And this show is legitimately showing you exactly what happens in that spectrum. Take it from me, I worked law enforcement back from 2004 to 2007. Some of y'all probably, you know, some of the younger audience probably wasn't even born yet. You know what I mean? You were fresh. You know what I mean? I was out here doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? With my blues on, skinny as shit. I'm sorry, Roberta. But yeah, just being honest. So I can see, you know what I mean? You just have no idea. Let me not get on. Let me not get on that. Anyway, all right, let's start the show. Let's start this. All right, so Matt Murdock comes in and he's going to go talk to Mr. White Tiger, who again, Corma De La Reyes, who played White Tiger, unfortunately passed away, if you did not know, of cancer shortly after the making of this. And him and Chadwick Boseman is the only ones that I know who got shouted out in the MCU. They did not do this with William. I don't know. I know why. They won't tell you why William Hurt didn't get the love, but I know why, because of his past. But they don't want to bring that part up. You know. But they hired him anyway. I'm just telling. I'm just saying. Let me get off of there. So he's going there to talk to him. Just be consistent. Exactly. Rashad Walker, I agree with you. They're never going to be consistent. You know, they're never going to be consistent. Justice Note, what's going on? What's good? Puma Lee, what's up? Puma Lee, there was some great writing in here. All right. So he's going there and he's talking to White Tiger. Don't want to call him just White Tiger. I'm trying to Hector. He's going there and talk to Hector. He's letting them know exactly kind of what the plan is. Trying to get Michael Johnson. Good morning. He's trying to get a way for the confidential informant to come up, but he tells a story about Puerto Rico and how the frogs, you know, for one, mate for life, which basically was a metaphor about him and his wife. You know what I mean? And you know that these places, even when the tourists come to Puerto Rico, they look at this and they just think about the noise or whatever. But people that are Puerto Ricans believe that this is the most beautifulest place in the world. And this was very, you know, since we know that this actor died, Dr. Carpy, what's up? Shalom to you, my brother. And since we know what's going on, what happened with the actor itself, it was kind of touching that they put this in here. For one, he got to be back with the ancestors, you know, and he got to, you know, witness, you know, the tree falls once again, which was told in this story, which is foreshadowing a lot that was going on in here. You know what I mean? So he was, you know, Matt said, you know, one day you will see, you know, those beautiful beaches once again, which again, the writing in this and knowing what happened to him in real life, that's okay. The reason why, you know, and this is not a spoiler, but White Tiger dies in the comics. And then another person takes it, and then a niece takes the moniker, then the sister takes the moniker. That's in the story, but that's how you write that story. That's how you write a story when you have that. You know what I mean? If they wanted the White Tiger to continue, which he doesn't continue in the comics, then he would have continued. I believe that character would have continued because he didn't continue. Now, that's the way that you pass the moniker on. Not the way they did T'Challa. This is how you do it, but you write the character and you write it in a way where they didn't know the guy was going to actually pass away in real life. They knew that his character was coming to an end, but that's the way that you do it. You tell this foreshadowing, so when we get to that part, when we get to the part, it hits you like a ton of bricks. It hit me. My jaw fell on the floor. And of course, you already know I got a big forehead. And so if the jaw is up there, I'm just saying. So we get to the title screen, and again, I'm gonna play a little bit of this. I found out in the credits that Brian Michael Bendis is a consultant on this show. If you know who Brian Michael Bendis is, put a 1 in the chat. This is going to be significant of what I'm going to say. If you know who Brian Michael Bendis is, put a 1 in the chat. Matter of fact, put a 1 in the chat and tell me who he is in the chat. Go ahead. Brian Michael Bendis, consultant to the show. Tell me in the comment section who he is and what or what he does. Put a 1 in the chat if you know who he is and what he does. Spider Bendis, fantastic writer. Eric Shaw know who Brian Michael Bendis is. Brian Michael Bendis is a comic book writer. He gave us Miles Morales. And honestly, the way that they told the Miles Morales story is amazing. I'm not lying. Ultimate Fallout that's how you introduce a character. You didn't have to race Ben or whatever. You didn't have to do all of that. He got elevated just as much as another Spider-Man. You know what I mean? If you're going to do that, that's how you do it, right? But why did they have Brian Michael Bendis on here consulting? If the whole mantra was we can't be the comics and we can't have it close to the comics. We can't have it comics. They did the same thing with Hawkeye, right? Matt Fraction was a consultant on Hawkeye. Brian Michael Bendis is a consultant on Daredevil. You know where I'm going with this, right? I got to pause this because I got to say this. I need either Reginald Hunley, which I would rather have Reginald Hunley. If you want to keep it on, if you want to keep it a buck, I either want Christopher Priest or Reginald Hunley as a consultant on whatever Black Panther project going forward. That I need that. Matter of fact, because there's an opening for an executive producer going forward, I would bring in Reginald Hunley if with Nate Moore going out, bring in Reginald Hunley. Why? Reginald Hunley is not only a filmmaker, not only a TV producer, not only a writer, not only an actor, right? He also wrote some of the greatest stories in Black Panther history, along with Christopher Priest. Christopher Priest, Reginald Hunley, that run from 99 to what? When it in 2008, I believe. Some of the best Black Panther comic books, some of the best Black Panther stories ever. Just saying. I just wanted to throw that out there. Because if you didn't notice, go to the credits. You'll see Brian Michael Bendis there. And that's the reason why I said it. Because if Matt Fraction and Brian Michael Bendis could be there, why can't Christopher Priest or even Ta-Nehisi Coates? But I'd rather have Reginald Hunley as a consultant because he knows the filmmaking business and he knows the character. Let me keep going. Sorry about that. I had to pivot for a little bit. All right, so we open up this scene where this truck is coming in and this SUV is following this truck. I already know, this is Jack Move 1-on-1. They sit over there and say, "Hey, buddy, you already know what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need this truck, and I'm gonna need your keys. I'm gonna need your wallet. I'm gonna need all your stuff." My man was like, "I ain't giving you jack." You know what I'm saying? He was like, do you know who you robbing from?" And he was like, yeah. Oh, yeah, Puma Lee, absolutely. He did Milestone. So their caps got peeled. You know what I'm saying? They Muppet caps got pill pack. Pop. You know what I'm saying? And we come to find out they're actually rival gangs for Wilson Fisk. So we do this the BB report, which this is the reporter. If you remember season 1 of Daredevil, the reporter, I can't think of the brother's name. I think he did he pass away in real life? I'm not for sure, but it was her dad who was the Daredevil, the journalist that Daredevil was talking, would talk to. You know what I'm saying? That he trusted and all of that, and They killed him off in season 1. Now this is his daughter that's doing his B&B report. I mean the BB report. Ben Ernst, yeah. Um, no, he didn't. I met him. Oh, he did. He's not okay. He did. Who was it? It was. I'm thinking of the guy from the Fan Four Stick, and he was in. I think the guy from Fan Four Stick. I forgot what else he was in, and I'm also confusing them with the other brother that was in. That was in Luke Cage that passed away. Yeah. Her uncle has been Ernst. I thought it was her father, but yeah, Ben Ernst. Okay, so she's doing this B&B report. What I do like the grittiness of this video. It does kind of remind me of, early '90s gritty with your camera, man on the street type of thing. I do like that. What I don't like is Wilson Fisk supposed to be this big, heavy set dude, and this man is eating the omelet. And he's chopping it up to little. That ain't no. What is that? What is it? I need Wilson. Well, he need to be on a diet. But my man just eating. I mean, he's slowly eating that one omelet though, and it looked dry. It ain't got no flavor to it. He ain't put no hot sauce on it. What's going on? And of course, Vanessa and Kingpin. I mean, they going through marriage counseling right now, y'all. And Wilson is just trying to pivot in a way. He's trying to have power in the political aspect, and Vanessa's trying to run the business because we still got to keep these people fed. They'll turn on us, all of that, and he's just trying to make sure he got that trust. So his political advisor comes in, and he's letting them know, and I believe he was letting them know about the trying to eat right or live. I know. I don't like the way that he's chopping up that egg, though. He said one day Curtis Hall in Daredevil. That was who played Ben Urich, right? Y'all put it in the comment section. Let me know. But we were getting word about what was going on as far as the case and basically what can we be able to do financially on this side. And he's like, look, I'm trying to have power in another way. So understand where I'm coming from. But they're obviously having communication problems. And obviously it's been a while since my man Wilson Fisk had to, put feet and hands and all other objects to another person. But we cut back. And it's a good transition from Wilson Fisk's hands healing to Matt Murdock's, beating up the cops. Yes, Dre is hating on breakfast. He need to have a little bit more than that. Did you see that omelet? That omelet ain't got no nothing on it. You know what I mean? Come on now. Yeah, I mean, something. Have some toast. Have some jelly. Get some toast. You know what I'm saying? What my man, what Biggie said. You know what I mean? Come on now. Let me give a Welch's grape. You know what I mean? So this is the cop that tried to kill the confidential informant last episode. And they didn't know that my man could throw hands. It was like, I can't see, but I can throw these hands. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh, so you can't really see, but you can fight. Oh, okay. And he was telling them, he was like, yo, look here, big dog. In oh so many words, we gonna put you in a cell if you don't quit messing with me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. So I got something for you. I got something for you. Come on now. So this is what I'm talking about. I want to move past this guy. So the Punisher emblem is that man, no, that man's omelet is trash. That man omelet ain't got no butter, ain't got no seasoning on it. You know what I'm saying? Just egg and one asparagus. Nah, big dog, I'm not even Slim Pan. That what Dane C said. Instead of the Kingpin, he's the Slim Pan. You know what I mean? But what I noticed everybody, all the rogue cops have this Punisher tattoo. Now, I don't know if you guys watched The Punisher, right? Hey, American Ninja Girl, you know what I mean? Yeah, Matt put boost to ass. You know what I mean? And yeah, Puma Lee, he gave him that smirk like But see, okay, so all the road cops is following this whole Punisher thing, right? I guess they like when a guy that was in the military that had to, do what he had to do because these people killed his family. I guess the cops is like, hey, we gonna take up that moniker too of the Punisher. Even though they're the ones who put him in jail. Let's not act like he didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But this is the cop Candy. Candy is going in. It was like we got our guy. So the guy we found out is a junkie. You know what I mean? He's also the confidential informant. The one that he was chasing when old boy got turned into to train track juice. You know what I mean? He was like, look, I got a little bug of sugar for you if you go. Hey, I know you want the sugars. He was like, I give it to you. Now, this is sad when you gotta give somebody the sugars, the booger sugar, just so they can get up and function in the morning and go and testify. You know what I'm saying? High as a kite, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. So now this is where it gets good. Yes, in absolute, Roberta, that's a great observation. Pivoting from a crime kingpin to a crime kingpin to politics. You know what I mean? And they're going to compare Wilson Fisk by the end of this to the president, the current president. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? But yes, great observation, Roberta, on that. I still don't like that. That's nasty. Go eat something. Go get you some cereal or something. You know what I'm saying? Go put a little meat on that. Come on now. You know what I mean? The man gonna be my size once he's done. You know what I mean? Gonna be the itty bitty pen. You know what I mean? Not the king, but the itty bitty pen. You know what I mean? So anyway, and plus the weight loss after he lost. Remember, he got shot in the eye. So that's good. That's actually good storytelling because there's still continuity from the show that I still don't know why it was made Echo, because it doesn't play any significance to this, but we'll see. All right, so they got the capo stand. Again, this is where it gets good. They recasted his omelet. Yes, they're going. Yes, absolutely, Roberta. But see, this was on trial, and he was asked some questions, about what happened that day. So he's explaining, what's up, brother Juma? What's going on? Shalom to you. So he was explaining what was going on from his point of view. He was telling them, hey, look, we was going down there. We was fine. We was seeing it because it was New Year's. Trying to make sure no riffraff was going on. Wasn't nobody up in there. My man came in there with the googly eyes, like he had it on his mind, being my partner, trying to handle business. And he threw mama into a train, not from a train to a train. You know what I mean? That was my partner. We were partner for 8 years. I can't believe he did that. Now, listen. This is a thing that I love about this show also, that I think Matt picked up, and that's why he went at him as hard. This has been your partner for 8 years, right? You seen your partner get murdered, right? And I love the way that they're using the effect of Matt listening, so he kind of leans in because he's listening to his heartbeat. That's why he said, don't react, don't trip. He can say what he wants to. Don't react, because your reaction, the jury still can pick that up. So I love this, a little attention to detail. But again, this was your partner for 8 years. You watched this man get hit by a train. Wouldn't you start crying? All right, now, brother Juma, see you later. Wouldn't you start, if this was your exactly, Marley Marr, exactly. But this is the thing. Your partner, 8 years. You was just with this guy, right? And you're telling me you didn't start crying once you seen him. You're reliving the fact that this guy killed your partner. And you show absolutely, positively no emotion. That's a dead giveaway right there that he was lying. Dead giveaway. There's no emotional tone with this, right? No emotional tone. And that's just fine. Just want to throw that out there. That's just fine. So you're right. The actor who's playing the lawyer, which I believe this actor is hold on, I've lost my who's the lawyer? Who's the lawyer in this episode? What's this? Because he's not man, he's only in a few episodes. That's the DA, the judge. Where the brother? Do y'all got his name? If you got his name, for some reason I cannot find the lawyer on here, but he did a fantastic job. I'm talking about fantastic job. But I get that he was scared for his life. Right. He did. He sold it out. He sold it out. Oh yeah. The sister just worked. Oh yeah, she's amazing. But Matt already knew. First of all, he already knew because they tried to beat him up. They sent some people over there to beat him up. So Matt went to work on this dude in a way that, again, I think a lot of lawyer shows should do. He flipped it on him. He made sure to say, "You telling me you were by yourself? Why was you were down by yourself? You were just down there by yourself." So once you knew it was clear, just think about it like this. If I was part of the jury, I would ask the question, why is two cops down there that long by themselves? If you see that the coast was clear, wouldn't you go back? For one, if you're smart enough, you would go down there, you will see what's going on. You'll be like, you know what? Nah, ain't nothing down here, whatever. You wouldn't even have enough time for somebody to jump on you because there's nothing down here. If a guy is walking up, oh, well, you know what I mean? But then to say, oh, well, he had the look in his eyes and me and my partner know what that is all too often. How, again, W-O-K-E. Tyrone is woke. Because how many times have cops used that same thing? Well, he looked like he was getting ready to attack me. He looked like he had a weapon when he didn't have a weapon. He looked like they're using semantics to be able to justify what they've done. And Matt killed him. So you're not telling me you know a confidential foreign named Nikki Torres? It's just a way to see what his emotion was going to be. I don't know who that is. But he stared at Matt like he knew what I'm talking about, but no. Again, that's the way you write it, where it's hella woke. But now it's tied into a lawyer show. You can't deny that. But I can't deny, Disney Plus not letting me was trying to buffer. So, Nikki Torres, was put in the bed. And again, this was, you said, absent the description of everything. I could understand what you were saying, Puma Lee. You said, Hexit, the description. Okay. All right, so we get back, and he was like, your guy's going to be on his way. He said, no matter how many. Oh, he fit the description. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yes. So, my man Candy, they pulled the old switcheroo. First of all, my man's a Mets fan. I can't get down with that. If you're a New Yorker, if you ain't a Yankees fan, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. No, I'm just playing. Nobody roots for the Mets. Just like nobody roots for the Jets. So he was like, look, the guy's going to be here. Don't even trip. He's going to be here. It's like, give me a moment. He's going to be here. So this is where Officer Candy, you know what I mean, kind of found out the cops don't, even his own people was like, yo, get out of here, wise ass. Let's get out the car. Found out that my man did the old switcheroo. He ain't in this car. You thought he was in here, but he ain't in here. He ain't in there. Come to find out, my man busting in the courtroom like, Now, again, perfect timing. But Nicky Torres flubbed up. He had an opportunity to tell the truth. He didn't want to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help him God. He was under oath, and he was like, I don't know nothing about no cops. No, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. But I ain't gonna lie. If you see the whole squad, what up, Blue? My man Blue is in the house. What's good? Let's keep it a bean. Because I got to keep it a bean with y'all. If you were on trial and you seen that many police officers staring at you like that, would you really say something for out of fear of them might retaliating, doing something to you, like, I don't know, shooting you? You know what I mean? In the name of the law? You already see how corrupt they could be. You know what I mean? Would you really do that? Nope. Tell them again, Puma Lee, hit the like button and subscribe. So, look at the way that they looking. Look at this. Look at my man's lips. My man getting ready to write you a ticket right now. Because look at the way his lips is. I don't like his lips. I don't like none of it. I don't like it. I mean, look at him. He's smugging. She look like she's getting ready to go get you right now. Oh, girl, like, Look, the black cop, the only one ain't paying no attention in the back. And he was like, look, I think I messed up because he won't give it up. And my man is sitting there like, hey, I ain't going to have no justice, no peace. So we get this particular scene is with hold on. His name is this Buck Cashman? No. Yeah, I don't like the way that this is set up. I'm sorry. Because I'm on IMDb and I don't like the way IMDb is doing this because IMDb got me messed up right now. Because all I'm trying to do is get the characters and they messing it up. I just need the actual characters' names. But anyway, the stupid IMDb. I don't like the way you doing stuff, IMDb. But anyway, my man comes out there. He's the assistant that's been riding with William Fisk. And he was like, look here, you got Tracksuit Mafia guy here. But when they did the Tracksuit Mafia guy for this show, he actually looks like somebody from the actual mob, right? You know, and he was like, look here, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you something, big dog. You're going to pay him $1.8 million because for real, which we got going on out here is bad for business. It's bad for business. And you're making it bad for business right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to pay my man, and I don't want to hear nothing else. You're just like, pay my man. Yeah, you're going to pay my man his money, and I ain't going to hear nothing else. And he was like, I don't take orders for no politician's lackey. He was like, this is coming from the man himself. Now, I heard MT shout to Heavy Spoilers because I would never say something without shouting out who I got it from. He was like, because in the comics is works for the government. So when he said the man, they're trying to figure out if he's working government or is he actually working for William Fisk. And I think this is this is Buck Cashman. So is he actually working for William Fisk? Is he working for the which obviously we understand he's working with Vanessa. But he was like, look, I don't care what you got. My hands are out. I'm about to do a doo-wop. But what you gonna do is you gonna pay him that 1.8 though, and we ain't gonna have this crap out here. Pay him my man the money. So they over here getting drunk because they're trying to figure out how to be able to flip this and win this case. And it was like, we gonna need more. It was like, what if we let them know that he's the White Tiger? Because this is the only Hail Mary play that I have, even though he told the judge we're gonna seal up everything about his vigilanteism on the, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna open that up. Which this happens in court because it happened to Jonathan. Stuff that shouldn't even be brought up in court, like the text messages, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that happened. Remember, he did so much foul and wild stuff when he was in London in 2022. Remember they threw that up there? You still haven't heard anything. Remember they brought up the text messages and the Coretta Scott King and all of that? That wasn't supposed to be read in court. But the prosecution did it. Why did they do that? To defame Jonathan. Even if he was innocent, you're not going to perceive him as innocent. So what the writers did here was like, look, if we could be able to say that he's White Tiger, we might be able to win this case. Might be in a hung jury or whatever. Might be a mistrial, but we could be able to win this case. And I love that. Now, Vanessa, I'm not going to lie. This particular season, Wilson Fisk and Vanessa have spent more time in therapy than they have in love. Which, you know, I'm trying to figure out why did they go with the whole marriage route part of this. Maybe it's going to make sense later on, but I was just wondering why they did that. And they're actually talking to Heather, which is Matt Murdock's girlfriend, and she is the therapist. The therapist that they're talking to. So, but they have spent more time on the couch than actually doing anything criminal. Just pointing that out. All right, so we go back. Remember, Hail Mary play. He was like, you know, why did you go out and help those people? Because it was the right thing to do. Why did you, you know, why would you do that? You ain't got no superpowers. You ain't got nothing. But if I'm not mistaken, you know, you're doing all this stuff. And look at the cops. Look at that. Like, yeah, this is the right thing to do. Wasn't the right thing to do when you was out here murdering my friends. Come to find out, that ain't what really happened. They separated in the comics, so they might lead to that. And that's what it probably is leading to. He was like, look, I was just trying to do the right thing. He was like, oh, the reason why you do the right thing is because you're actually the White Tiger. Oh, my God, he's who? Yep, he's the White Tiger. He was like, hold up. No. He was like, to my chambers. And when I tell you the judge was going off, he said, I can't believe this bull crap that you go. Now, I do feel the judge because in this case, that was supposed to be sealed. It was not going to talk about him being a vigilante and none of that. And this was all thrown out there in the open. Now, once it's thrown out there, you can't take it back. You can't take that back. Now the jury knows this guy goes in as a vigilante. You know what I mean? And he tried to apologize, but really now that it's out there, there's nothing you can do. You have to proceed with the court. But it pissed off the district attorney. The district attorney wasn't. The district attorney wasn't ready for that. And then we go back to the BB report. My man said, "Look, if I was out here, somebody, you know," he was like, "Nah." He was like, "My man, Puerto Rican. They ain't gonna take him seriously or nothing like that anyway." You know, because he's Puerto Rican. Be positive 99. What's up? Good morning. So my man is sitting up here. You know, he was like, "Look, was I supposed to do it? No, but what I am appreciate it. Be positive, appreciate it. So he was like, look, I'm not going to I can't separate myself from who I am. I'm White Tiger, but I am going to protect the people. That's what I do it for. Somebody got to protect the people, and I'm here to protect the people. You know, and yeah, was I supposed to throw this out there? Nah, but trust me, this might win your case. Because if you're out there saving people's lives, how can you be out there murdering cops? And Pumela, you're right. People wear masks to protect their family and friends. And they use it. So they bring up the people, since they got it in the open out. We got to use it. It's in the open out. Again, the same thing, and I'm putting this parallel because it's going to make sense. They did the same thing in Jonathan's case, except they were trying to use all these other people to try to disprove that Jonathan was this evil guy, and it kind of backfired a lot. Remember the young lady on Lafayette Street? Backfired when they brought her on the stand. It backfired. So, this was actually interesting for them to bring up the witnesses of his vigilantism. It was like, the cops, look, the sister, like, I ain't trying to hear no more of this. I'm sick of this. My man is sitting there like, you know what? He did help people. He did help people. And he's bringing the people he helped. Cops and all. The police and all. He was like, why did you do that? He was like, the day that you did it, you didn't even have your amulet on. You know what I'm saying? Your amulet is supposed to give you, and it's a little amulet. I want them to up the amulet game. I don't like Wilson Fisk's breakfast, and I sure don't like how small White Tiger amulet is. Give him a bigger amulet. Get the next one a bigger amulet. I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like it. And he was like, look, there's a man who's out here that has an amulet on who could have easily destroyed these cops with the amulet on, who's out here saving lives or saving people from burning cars and all kinds of other stuff. People jumping the cops, but the cops get helped out by White Tiger, subdued him and put him in cuffs. You're telling me that he went out there, he really tried to murder this cop without his amulet on. Would you go outside if you was handicapped? Would you be a vigilante if you was handicapped? I know I wouldn't, knowing damn well Matt Murdock is lying. He ain't got no eyeballs. I seen it. But he's convincing the jury, look, I'm blind. You know what I'm saying? Do you think I'm out here fighting crime? No. So why would he fight crime without that? So I need everything real big, Dr. Carpy. You know what I'm saying? Everything real big. So I'm not going to lie. The way that he deliberated and countered this, this is what my Law and Order fans, tell me my man ain't doing a good job. And I know some of y'all got some Law and Order fans. My man did an excellent job cross-examining, because what he did was he used this vigilantism and see all the other vigilantes that's out here. Just because you're doing good things, I mean, just because you're a good person doesn't mean that you can't do a bad thing. And this guy did a bad thing. That was excellent. This is excellent to say, look, just because you're out here and you go to church every day, you're doing this, you're doing that, yada, 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 that doesn't mean that you can't you can't do something in the heat of the moment. And honestly, I thought his goose was cooked. I was watching this with anticipation. You know what I mean? Because how many people come in the name of Christian? Let's talk about this. How many people came in the name of Christianity, the name of Islam, of Mohammedanism, in all these other religions where they think it's good, but they end up doing bad things. Sometimes, I do bad things. I do hood rat stuff with my friends, while smoking wet cigarettes. It just happens. Tomorrow I might steal my grandma's car and take it for a ride. You never know. I'm just saying. So it was excellent. The way that this was written, this is what you legitimately hear in court. This is what you legitimately hear in court. So when they were deliberating, I'm not gonna lie. This was this is what I kind of wanted. This, be serious at times, but still had an Ally McBeal vibe to it from She-Hulk. But Daredevil was giving me all of it. You know, he said it sounded good, but I mean, it did sound real good. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because I know that argument always uses to try to pay somebody, no matter how good they are, to try to pay them bad, even if they're in the right. Like I said, Xavier Worthy, they tried to paint this brother in a bad light. Come to find out, he was in the right the whole time, and they owed him an apology. Yeah, I'm the Milton Gil. That's who I am. Yes, Roberta, I'm sorry. I do hood rat stuff with my friends. I like it. And my friend smokes with cigarettes. So they're getting up. They told them they're getting ready to they're getting ready to deliberate. And I'm sorry. This is the jury that I needed for Jonathan Majors. Let me show y'all something. Look at that jury. It's fictional, but look at that jury. What do you see in that jury that stands out to you? Think about it. Like, seriously, think about it. When you look at that jury, is that not a legitimate jury of his peers? There's not a lack of diversity there. You got a brother in there. You got 3 black people. You got 1 brother and 2 sisters. You got 3 white men, 4 white men, 1, 2, 3 white women, and one of these there's a jury on the end that's being covered. But it's still more than what a lot of people, when they go in the courtroom, that they get. You know what I mean? It's more than that. So this is why jury duty and all that stuff is important. So he was like, look, this is a Hail Mary, but we're going to see if this works out by announcing that you are the white tiger. So they went and read the verdict, and I thought my man was going to pull A$AP Rocky when they read this verdict. That was like, not guilty. Not guilty on manslaughter. Not guilty on nothing. He didn't do it. We won. His face is long because we won. And look at the cops, though. This is where the scene where I was like, This is where, I'm not going to lie, this is where I'm starting to see the parallels of what's the name of not Batman Begins, but The Dark Knight, where they had corruption in the police force. Tell me, only thing we're missing is a Joker-like figure, but tell me the vibes of this show is not giving Dark Knight. You're getting a lot of let's think about it like this. You're getting a lot of Bruce Wayne while also getting the Batman. You're getting a lot of Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock just being a normal person or whatever. And then once we get to Daredevil, because that's what he was sitting there doing when he had that piece in his hand, I could be Daredevil. It's the tone. It's the tone. It's not necessarily the cinematography, because that's something that there's not a lot of people like Nolan. There's not a lot of people like him as far as the cinematography, but as far as the tone of the show is giving me the Batman, the Dark Knight. That's what it feels like. But I just wanted you to look at the way that the cops was looking. Just want you to does those look like happy cops? I'm telling you, that blue line is real. That when you see that American flag, if somebody got that blue line in it, they gonna stand with their people. It's now. It ain't about black. It trust me, because we seen black cops beat a brother too. You know what I mean? But once you a cop and you try to be in that life, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter if you black, white, green, orange. That blue line supersedes all of that. And again, woke. Look at the looks. Look how you looking at him. Look how you looking at him. But I believe that he knew that something was going to be up. I honestly believe he knew something was going to be up. So they walk out. It was like, how does it feel to get, to get this guy off? And Wilson Fisk is calling vigilantes, cop kill. Well, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but he's calling them the op killers, or the op. I don't know how to not phrase that. Cop deleters. Yeah, cop deleters. And he was like, we're going to deal with that at our own particular time. Wilson Fisk was like, hey, get BB up here. I need you to call her right now. He was like, we have the New Yorker in our back pocket. Get BB. Go get BB. He was like, yup, okay. So he does the celebratory meal, breaks out the wine for Foggy. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Cop unalivers, cop deleters. So, cop erasers. But it again, I'm gonna say this. There are really good cops out there, but it is a handful of cops that make those good cops look horrible. It is. It is what it is. Because they got a job to do, and I get that. It's when you're doing too much and you going against the law to try to say that you're going with the law. That's the problem that I got. But he had a drink for Foggy. I like that. And he did it with his girl. So now he's saying these vigilantes. I believe that this is going to move into the Spider-Man universe. I mean, the Spider-Man universe. The Spider-Man movies with Wilson Fisk, now going right after vigilante. Spider-Man, anybody that's in New York. And I wonder, and I'm just saying this now, I wonder, is this going to tie into the Thunderbolts? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be real with you. If this ties into the Thunderbolts, right, and is continuity there? It actually makes sense. They're going to bring me back, y'all. They're going to give me a slimmer of hope. And I'm feeling like Hawkeye when Black Widow caught up with him. Don't give me hope. Don't you give me hope. But if they tie this thing together, oh my God. Don't hurt my feelings. So my man he said, he lived and died as a hero. Come on, cuz. Like, let's be real. Look at what they gave my man as I know jewelry stores right now, they got bigger pieces than that. Give my man a real amulet. He got the baby amulet, man. Upgrade my guy. Can he get a bigger piece than this? Come on, man. Come on, man. It could have gave my man a bigger piece than that. My man, it ain't even that big. Come on, dog. It's bigger in the comics. So my man was out here just doing White Tiger stuff, but then we really get to see him now in full costume, right? I'm not gonna lie. For a do-it-yourself kit, you know what I mean? A do-it-yourself kit, I still think that piece needs to be bigger, dog. You're a New Yorker. I need that piece big, son. Yeah, I mean, get it, son. My man just walking around like it again. When politicians, again, WOKE, woke. When politicians are pushing, right, these type of rhetorics that people that are in this fictional universe of vigilantes, you see, good cops, could get deleted because these vigilantes or whatever. that puts a battery in a person's back. This is the same rhetoric that you got to be careful with certain politicians, whether they're the president, the government, the mayor, whoever. This is some of the things that they do. This is why you got to be careful on who you follow as far as these politicians. Just keeping it a buck. And I didn't want to show it they put a bullet all in his noodle. When I tell you, when I saw that scene, I said, oh my God. Oh my God. The way that it happened. And it was just supposed to be William Fisk talking. I'm not gonna lie. This is peak. This is whoo. Not just it's everything. The writing, the execution, everything. They got this one down. They got this down. I'm not gonna lie. If they can keep this tone with other shows, I might be back on board, big dog. I'm sorry, man. Blue, chill. I'm back on board if they keep it. I'm back. I'm back like I never left. But I mean, this is the danger. This is the danger that William Fisk as mayor provides. That you're going to have people like to put it again, parallel to the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight had the fake Batmans that was going out there. And he said, what's the difference between me and you? What makes you so different? I'm not wearing hockey pads. Hockey pads. And this was the end of the episode with somebody with the fake Punisher. That's a bulletproof vest with the fake Punisher gear. And then I love the way that they did this because they had the sounds of, the frog that you hear in there. But I want to get to a point. I want to show you something because so you don't think that I was just making something up. I don't want to skip it because I want to find it. And I got to keep pausing and stopping and starting because of Disney. But I'm thinking consultant producer, thinking we about to get to it. Consultant producer, hopefully they don't get me for the credits because they'll get me. Consultant producer. God, this is going slow. Wish I could speed it up a little bit. Y'all see that? Consulting producer. Brian Michael Bendis, one of the great comic writers of our time, is a consulting producer on a comic book show. All I'm asking for, can we get Reginald Hunley? Can we get Christopher Priest? Is Don McGregor out there? Can we get somebody who actually wrote a lengthy run? Ta-Nehisi Coates. Can we get somebody with a lengthy run on Black Panther? That's all I'm asking for. Like I said, they should be calling Reginald Hunley right now to take over for Nate Moore. That's all I'm saying. They should do that right now. I love this episode. I loved it because, for one, the way that it comes across, the writing, the execution, actually having a show where we're talking about, courtroom stuff, and they actually do courtroom stuff. I'm good. I'm good. That's why I said Dr. Carper, he needed a bigger Amlin. If he had a bigger Amlin, it would have warmed up. Hey, your noodle. I'm just saying. I don't know the white. Maybe he has. Is it heightened awareness? I don't know. Let me go look it up real quick. And let's see if they gave White Tiger. What does White Tiger have? Increased strength, durability, and ability to channel primal fear. That's what it said. Increased strength, speed, durability, and the ability to channel primal fear, and eventually even gaining full Tiger God powers, what gives him the ability, like not leading to eat or sleep. He said the amulet grants a White Tiger a significant boost to strength, speed, agility, and durability, but not awareness. Not awareness. I mean, I can't lie. The shock value of this is even deeper. It's just as deep as when my man Penguin killed my boy Victor. Justice for Victor.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I gotta wrap it up. I gotta wrap this stuff up, B. All right, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Did you like this recap? Even though I talked a lot, next recap I ain't gonna talk as much. We're gonna fly right through it. But I had a lot of stuff this morning that I had to get done, so that's why I took so late for the upload and all of that. You know how it goes. But tell me what you guys think about this episode in the comments. Put it in there. Let me know what you think. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, Friends Day. Where's my outro at? You already know. I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.